my top 25 favorite childhood games. You know, this is going to be a long video. I have a lot of stuff to cover. I'm going to cover every single one of these games individually. So get you some popcorn and get you a nice, comfortable chair. All right. We got a good video for y'all today. I'm not going to sit here and put some generic ass games. These games are going to be all over the place. First up, in no particular order, we got Ultimate Spider-Man for the GameCube. Now, let me tell y'all something right now. All right. I got rid of the GameCube version because I had the PS2 version, which was one of the stupidest things I've ever done. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but most GameCube games are worth way more than the PS2 versions. I don't know what it is. I mean, I kind of understand it because the GameCube is way cooler. Definitely one of the stupidest things I've ever done when I was a kid. But let me tell y'all, man, this game was so fucking cool. Definitely one of the coolest Spider-Man games I've ever played. All right, the way it was animated, this game was just dope as fuck. I mean, the colors in it were like, dude, they were fucking popping out of your TV screen, man. This game was so fucking colorful, and I don't know, it was just a satisfying game to play. The story mode was cool, and it wasn't like a childish Spider-Man game. I felt fucking cool as shit playing this game as a kid, bro. I don't know what it was. But man, I love this game. I definitely got to go back and play this game one day. Next up, we got Left 4 Dead. And I'm only going to bring up the first one because I don't really remember the second one. This game was so ahead of its time, man. Me and my brother rented this at some video store growing up. And I feel like we beat it in the same night. This is easily one of the most nostalgic Xbox 360 games I've ever played. Just the cover right here is just dope as fuck, dude. You want to talk about a game that gives you anxiety? It's this game right here. First encounter with that witch or whatever the fuck that shit was one of the most terrifying experiences when you're a young kid, dude. I can't think of any game nowadays that kids can play and have the same feel that this game had. Unless they went and played this game. You know what I mean? Like, this game was so ahead of its time, and it fit the whole split screen playing video games with your brother era perfectly. All right. Left 4 Dead is one of those games that I need to go back and play one day. I haven't played it since I fucking rented it back then. I don't remember shit about this game. So the next time I play it, it's about to be lit as fuck, just like I played it for the first time. Left 4 Dead is going to go down as one of the greatest 360 games I've ever played. Next time we got Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Now, I will say right now, I want to put all the Mortal Kombats on this list, but that shit would be boring as fuck. So I had to pick this one just because I remember this being like the craziest shit to me. Like, you're telling me I could sit here and play Scorpion versus the Joker? Bro, that shit blew my mind when I was a kid. Now, it was probably like the least cool one because there was no gore or no cool ass fatalities and stuff. But man, you know what? We don't need all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I remember my brother getting this at like some freaking old retro game store, and I was like clowning him for it. I was like, bro, why are we getting another Mortal Kombat game? Can we not just get like something cooler? Like a Spider-Man game? I wanted to get probably like Spider-Man Web of Shadows, which I never even got to get. But man, I'm so glad my brother got this game, dude. This game will go down as one of the greatest Mortal Kombats, in my personal opinion. You know, a lot of people might disagree, but fuck you, dude. All right, your opinion doesn't matter. Next up, we got Minecraft. It would be a crime if I sat here and talked about all these games and didn't bring up Minecraft like it wasn't like the biggest part of my childhood. Man, back in 2011, when Minecraft was on like PC only, you want to talk about some crazy ass shit. Convincing your mom to buy a subscription for a PC game was the craziest and hardest time period of my life. All right. It took me months to sit there and my mom to trust me with her credit card on java.com or whatever the fuck it was back then, like Mojang, whatever the fuck it was. Bro, back when Minecraft was on PC like this, it really might be one of the greatest games that has ever came out. My addiction to Minecraft back then was probably the most unhealthy shit that has ever happened on this planet, okay? The amount of pizza and Mountain Dews that I downed while playing Minecraft on my grandma's computer back then, it should be a fucking prison felony crime, all right? Like, 4th grade, I was like somewhat not fat as shit. 5th grade hit, I was absolutely a fucking unit. When I tell y'all right now, and I'm not exaggerating this, I used to play Minecraft from 11 a.m. to probably 10 p.m. every fucking day I could. All right. And this was back when I was like late elementary school, maybe 5th grade, probably 5th grade. All right. I would go up to my grandma's house because I didn't have Wi-Fi at my house. So that was the only place I could play Minecraft. And the addiction started there. All right. I'd be like, hey, grandma, can I have some pizza? Hey, grandma, can you get me a bowl of ice cream? Hey, grandma, can I have 2 more fucking Mountain Dews? I've already had 4 of them. It was, oh my God, dude. It honestly gives me a headache thinking how fucking unhealthy I was back then playing damn Minecraft. I almost learned how to code on this game, man. And, this is going to sound cringy as fuck, but I don't even care. I was good as fuck at Minecraft. All right. I could build damn anything back then. I was probably posting on Facebook like, hey, bitches, look at this fucking church I just built in Minecraft. Hell yeah. Give me a fucking Snapchat. The amount of time I spent in the Minecraft, if I would have just worked a fucking job back then when I was like 10 years old, dude, I'd probably be up there with Elon, bro. I'm not even going to fucking lie. The amount of hours I could have clocked into a job is ungodly. All right. I would have been so financially stable before even high school. It's not even funny. All right. And pretty much ever since 2011, every single summer, I've went back and played Minecraft for some reason. That's like my addiction during the summer. I have no idea why, but every single summer, dude, I'm trying to tell y'all, I somehow end up on Minecraft again. So we don't have to talk about the gameplay. Everybody's played Minecraft. Everybody knows how good the old Minecraft used to be. I'm talking about the Xbox 360 edition and when Minecraft looked like this on the PC. Back then, I'm going to say it right now, Minecraft is a top 5 game of all time. I don't care what anyone says. All right. This game pretty much created Fortnite before Fortnite was ever created. The only thing that sucks is that it got bought out by Microsoft and now it's trash. Okay, but we're not talking about the new Minecraft. We're talking about the old one. All right. Minecraft will go down as one of my favorite games of all time. I don't give a damn what anyone says. It's one of the best games ever created. You can pretty much do anything in it. Minecraft is goated. All right. Next up, we got Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2003 on the GameCube. If you've never played this game, you are probably like, why in the fuck is a Tiger Woods game on this list? Now, first off, let me just say, this game has one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in my life. I don't know why a Tiger Woods game needs to go this crazy, but holy fuck. As soon as you start it up, you feel like you're really in the game, okay? When EA Sports says it's in the game, they're talking about Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2003. Because this motherfucking game makes you feel like you're in the game, all right? Not only is it the best golf game of all time, this is one of the greatest games of all time, okay? You can probably hear how passionate I am talking about this game right now. If you have never fucking played it, this game is cheap as fuck, especially for PS2. Fucking buy it, okay? If you have a PS2 or a PS3, you can play it. Or even if you have a Wii, get it for GameCube. I didn't like golf for years, and I still love this game. If you enjoy playing golf, you will absolutely fucking love this game. It sounds like I'm getting paid to freaking talk about this game. I promise you I'm not, bro. I would be honored to be sponsored by Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2003, by God, but I'm not. Okay. So with that being said, this will go down as easily. I would even say it's a top 10. All right, top 10 favorite games of all time. Next up, we got Killer Instinct. This game was cool as shit, man. The way all these characters were designed in this game was so like dark and eerie, but it was so cool, dude. Like I played this game so much when I was a kid. If you never played Killer Instinct, I've found it at so many retro game stores. I'm sure you can find it on eBay. If you have a Super Nintendo, get this game and just play it with one of your friends, dude. I'm telling y'all, this game is cool as fuck. We got another Super Nintendo game. Zelda, A Link to the Past. Man, what an iconic game. This is the first Zelda game I ever played, and what a great one to start out on. This game was hard as fuck. The fucking music from this game is beautiful. Like, I don't know where they got this music from, but it sounds like they got it from heaven, dude. I'm not even kidding, man. When I get to heaven, I guarantee you I'm gonna hear this music, bro. Let me play some of it real quick, just so y'all know. I told y'all that shit goes nuts. Now, the main reason why I put this game on this list is just because it's so nostalgic to me. You know what I mean? It's not like one of my favorite games because I don't remember a lot from it. I just fuck with the music and the style and just the memories of like playing this with my brother and my dad growing up. Can't really tell you a lot about this game. I do know that they have it on the Switch. If you never played it, if you have Nintendo Online or whatever the hell it's called, you can play it on there. But yeah, dude, I don't know what else to say about this game because I didn't really play it like a lot. But it is definitely one of the most iconic childhood games I can think of. And then we go to Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, I played a lot of games growing up, but I only beat like a handful of them. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, when this game came out in like 2017 or whenever it did, when I got my Switch, I got this game and I beat it within like 2 weeks. Okay. It was like one of the first games I've ever beat in my life because I can't stick to a game to save my fucking life. And I absolutely love this game. Now, when I beat it, I didn't touch it after that. All right, I didn't touch this game at all after I beat it. This is one of those games that you'll play for like 3 weeks and be absolutely crippling addicted to, and then after the 3 weeks, you'll never play it again. At least that was my experience. If you never played Zelda Breath of the Wild, all the hype around this game is definitely worth it. All right. Now, I did play the new one of these, the second one that came out, and it's definitely good. And a lot of people say it's better than this one, but, I just can't find the time to play my Switch anymore, man. I don't know what it is, but, like, at my age and stuff, I cannot sit down and play games like I used to. Um, but for some reason, this game was just my absolute addiction of the month, and I don't think I've ever been so addicted to a game in my life. Besides a couple more on this list that I'll talk about. So Zelda Breath of the Wild will definitely go down as one of the greatest games I've ever fucking played. I mean, I'm no game critic, so I can't really sit down and tell y'all every detail about these games. I'm just telling y'all my experiences. And from my experience, this is the best Switch game I've ever played. So if you never played it, you gotta go fucking buy it. All right, it's worth the $60 or however much it is. All right, if you have the time and you just need a game to just lose yourself in, that's just like peaceful as fuck. Definitely go get this game. Disney Skate Adventure. Man, a lot of kids grew up on Tony Hawk. I grew up on this shit, man. This shit was so lit back in the day, bro. The soundtrack on this game, the vibe you got playing this game when you're a kid. Dude, this game was a 10 out of 10. If you played any of the old Tony Hawk games growing up, imagine it being that, but you can freaking skate around in Andy's room and shit, bro. And, dude, the customization in this game was pretty cool, too. Like, I loved this game growing up. Game broke when I was a kid because I was rough as hell on games. And I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I was down bad for about probably 2 or 3 years. Because, back in the day, you couldn't just look up on eBay and find a game and buy it. You just had to get lucky at GameStop or local game stores and find this shit, man. So I would say it took me like 2 or 3 years to find this game again because it was so damn rare. And, bro, I didn't give a fuck how much it was when I found it again, dude. I made sure I got that shit, bro. I'm pretty sure it's also on PS2. So, if you have a GameCube or a PS2, I'm not sure how much this game is, but I'm sure it's not too crazy. Definitely go pick it up. I promise you, you will be vibing very hard, especially to the fucking music, dude. I'm telling you, it's a vibe when you hop on the freaking Disney skate game. Up next, we got Halo Reach, my favorite Halo game of all time. Now, I don't know how controversial this is to a lot of people, but in my opinion, Halo Reach is the best Halo game. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. When this came out in, I think, 2009, my brother got it for his birthday, and it was the first Halo game we ever played. I remember it was like a week or two before his birthday, and we were at my grandma's house, and it started snowing harder than a motherfucker, dude. So we were kind of like snowed in, but the power was still on, and we didn't have school for like the next 2 days, and we already knew it, bro. It was snowing so bad, dude. We just knew we were going to be out of school for like 2 or 3 days. Bro, my grandma comes in the freaking computer room where me and my brother had the Xbox in there. She pulls out this. I'm trying to tell y'all, dude, this is still to this day one of the best days I've ever had, bro. We started playing Firefight because that's the only thing we could play because we didn't have online back then. And, dude, we were hooked, bro. We were absolutely hooked, dude. Just for that game mode alone, not even the multiplayer, not even the campaign, just for Firefight alone, it's got to be one of my favorite games of all time, dude. I mean, we used to grind the fuck out of it. If you never played it before, if you played MW3 before, it's kind of like the waves in that game, but with Halo shit. Yeah, dude, absolute banger of a game. Amazing times. Batman Arkham Asylum. See, now we're really going to start getting into some good ass shit, bro. This was the first game I ever beat in my life. Now, back then, I think I got this when I was in like second grade, dude. Back then, a single player Batman game was unheard of. This was the first of its kind, literally. I mean, this is before any of the Spiderman games come out, any of the legendary games we have today. Bro, this started it all. And when I tell you, I've never been so addicted to a game, bro, this game was amazing. I mean, you literally felt like Batman in this game. Like, I know all the other Batman games are great, and I could put them all on this list, but this was the first one, and they killed it on this game, man. And it was difficult. There was a lot of parts to it that it didn't just hold your hand through the game. Like you actually had to figure this shit out. And one time I got stuck in this game for like probably 2 weeks. And I went to school one day, and I still remember this to this day. Shout out to this man, Grayson, bro. I remember I used to have this friend named Grayson. He played this shit too. He'd already beat this game like 12 times back then, bro. I mean, he was a legend. We were sitting at lunch one day, and this man starts talking about Batman Arkham Asylum. And I asked him about some part I was on, and he explained the whole thing. And I was like, damn, bro. You're telling me it's that easy? Went home, got through that part, and beat the game probably the same day, dude. And I was so hyped, bro. I'm telling you, when you beat your first video game back then, man, that had to be one of the greatest feelings in the world. And it's just sad because most kids nowadays don't even play single player games. They're all on Call of Duty and Fortnite and shit. They don't even know what it's like to go through something like that. I mean, the only thing they could probably compare it to is winning their first Fortnite game. And comparing those two is just, you just can't do that, man. That's like, that should be illegal. But anyways, Batman Arkham Asylum was great. In my opinion, I think Arkham City was better, but just for nostalgia and the fact this was the first one and it was like dark as shit, dude. Like this game was honestly like eerie as fuck to play when you were a kid, man. I gotta say this was the best one. Just in my personal opinion, I gotta pick Arkham Asylum. It's definitely going down in the top 25. I would even put it in the top 10. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Just looking at this cover right here brings me back, takes me back, man. This was the first Xbox 360 game that was mine, that I didn't have to share with my brother. I got it for Christmas one year. My grandma got me and my brother a freaking Xbox 360 for Christmas, and I'm pretty sure he got MW2, and I got this, and that was the games we got for our Xbox. And I gotta tell y'all, I played it on Christmas Day, the whole entire day, and the whole next week after. This game is amazing, and I actually have a video on my channel of playing this game that I say is for the first time. But I played it when I was a kid, but it's been forever since I played this game. I've never beat this game, which is crazy because I've played this game so many times over. It's one of those games where you start it and it's cool as fuck. There's so much shit to do, but it is so hard to finish for some reason. I gotta say though, this is the coolest Star Wars game out of any Star Wars game. Like if you're a person who thinks Star Wars is nerdy and you play this game and you don't think Star Wars is cool, something is wrong with you. Okay, because this game is cool as fuck. All right, I don't want any Star Wars: The Force Unleashed slander ever. I'm surprised they never made a third one. Um, but I definitely got to go back one day and beat this game, dude. This game was sick as fuck. You start out by playing as Darth Vader, and then you play as this guy named, what was his name? Star Commander or some shit. He was also pretty fucking cool. You also would go around and like throughout the game, you'd find these secret crystals, and you could have like different lightsaber colors and shit. The most simple thing that was just cool as fuck to me. And I remember at the school book fairs, they had the cheat code explosion books. And this game and a couple other games on this list, I would just sit there and unlock fucking everything with those books, dude. I'm trying to tell y'all back then, those books were so clutch, dude. I unlocked every costume, every saber color, thought I was the shit. And that's honestly probably why I never finished the game. But yeah, dude, I love this game. And let me know if y'all want to see a part 2 to me playing that game, because I never uploaded a part 2 to it. Lego Batman. Oh, man. I know I have the Xbox 360 game on here, but I usually played it on freaking PSP. Dude, what an iconic game. And I don't care what anyone says, this has got to be the best Lego game of all time. All right, the only other game you could say that is even close to this is Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the only Lego game I ever beat, and I beat it on my PSP. And I gotta say, dude, I put some work on my PSP playing Lego Batman. All right, and I don't want to hear anyone else say Lego Batman 2 is better, Lego Batman 3. I'm talking about the original one. All right, the original one is so nostalgic. You know, if you played it on the PSP, it's even better. All right, because everything's better on the PSP. Let's be real. I don't really know what else to say about this game. Most people have probably played this game, so I don't really got to do any explaining. You know, it's nostalgic. It's definitely the best Lego game. Probably up for debate. I mean, I haven't played a lot of other Lego games like Pirates of the Caribbean or Lord of the Rings, but in my opinion, I gotta say it's the best one in my opinion. In my opinion, it's the best one in my opinion. Next up, we got a game that I guarantee 99% of people watching this video have never seen, let alone played. Lord of the Rings Conquest is a legendary game. If you've ever played this game, you know how unique it is, man. It's pretty much Star Wars Battlefront, but with Lord of the Rings characters. I mean, that's literally it. It is literally Star Wars Battlefront with Lord of the Rings characters. How could you not like it? And you're just sitting there going to war with your army against your brother, split screening. And I'm pretty sure this game has a campaign, but I don't really remember it too much. If you never played it, I can't really recommend you going and getting it because it's probably rare as fuck. And this is one of those games that you split screen with, and a lot of people don't do that anymore. But I have to put it on this list just because of how much time and how nostalgic this game is to me. Mario Party 6. I'm going to say it right now, this debatably could be number one. Now, if you've played any of the Mario Party games and you've never got to play this one, you have to find a way to play it. I recently just invested in it. I bought it for like $90, and I got to say, I'm so happy I bought it again, dude, because I played this growing up, and for some reason, me and my brother got rid of it. Have absolutely no pissing idea why me and my brother got rid of this game. Because I'm telling you right now, this is one of the greatest games of all time, if not the greatest game of all time. All right, it's definitely the best Mario Party game. It's definitely one of the best Mario games. If you've never played Mario Party 6 and you have a group of friends that even if you have a girlfriend or, if whatever, a best friend, whatever you got, you can even play it solo. Just fucking get this game, man. It's expensive. I know it's expensive, but I'm telling y'all right now, if you have a GameCube or a Wii, you have to buy this game. It's a must play. It's a must play. I mean, it's a damn near perfect game. It's fun as fuck. Me and my girlfriend have been addicted to it lately. And she's beat the hell out of me in this game. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't sit on here and tell y'all I've been beating her. It's a lie. I can't lie to y'all. Um, but yeah, dude, the mini games in this game, fucking perfect. The music, absolutely amazing. The sound effects, absolutely amazing. The maps, you know what I'm gonna say, absolutely fucking amazing. This game is amazing. EA Sports Triple Play Baseball. Now, the only reason why I'm putting this on this list is because it's nostalgic as fuck to me. For whatever reason, me and my brother used to grind the hell out of this game. And I went back and recently played it, and, it's still fun. But my God, dude, PlayStation 1 games just don't hold up the same as like GameCube or PS2 games at all. They're hard as fuck to play. But this is one of those games that it was fun to play like the mini games where you're just sitting there and hitting targets and shit. But, it's a baseball game, bro. Baseball games are just not that fun. But the nostalgic factor with the music and just the way this game looks, I have to put it on this list. And if you've ever played this, you're a fucking legend.
That's 19 home runs in the game.
I don't know, Jim. I think they put cork in that bat.
Oh, it hooked foul.
Marvel's Ultimate Alliance. Another absolute fucking banger, dude. Let me tell y'all right now, this is definitely the best Marvel game of all time. Now, I know by now we have a lot of games where there's a lot of Marvel characters and, you can play as everybody. But this was the first of its kind, and it's still the best. All right, there's so much to do, so many freaking missions, and just like a lot of other games on this list, the music in this game is just peak. It's peak. You go back and play it, and the nostalgia you get from playing this game is just unbeatable. I loved Marvel growing up, and just being able to play as all these motherfuckers in this game was just so cool to me. I love this game, man. Then we have the second one that came out, and, I wasn't a big fan. Never really got into it. It was like a different feel than the first one. It didn't have that same grit to it, if that makes any sense at all. I'm probably gonna get clowned for saying that, but I don't know. It just didn't feel the same, and I didn't play the third one. I'm not even gonna bother playing that shit. That shit is way too new, and if you know me, I hate new games. Okay, the majority of new games are ass. You don't hardly see any new games on this list, and there's a reason for that, man. Spider-Man 3, specifically the PSP one, though. I know I have the Xbox 360 one on here. I love that one too, but the PSP one was even better. Um, I know I have a lot of Spider-Man games on this list, and I fucked with Spider-Man growing up, but this one just there's something about this game that just seeps into my brain, into my memory, and it just stays there. Just on a hammock or some shit, rent free. Never got to play Web of Shadows though. Probably one of my biggest regrets. Because back in the day you could get it for like probably like $30, and now it's like 70, and that's cheap. That's an expensive game now. I definitely got to get that one. Maybe one day I'll do a playthrough on it. If enough people want me to do that. But yeah, Spider-Man 3, even the Spider-Man 2 game and Spider-Man 1 were fire, but this one is definitely the one I remember playing most out of, that trilogy of games. Star Wars Battlefront for the PSP. Now, if you watch my PSP video, you know how I feel about this game. Me and my brother both got the Darth Vader edition Star Wars Battlefront PSP growing up, and to this day, that's still probably my favorite Christmas gift I've ever got. Uh, Man, this game was the only game we had for PSP for like a year, and somehow back then, games like this don't get boring. You could sit here for 3 hours playing this game, using Darth Vader and just destroying bots all day long, and it's fun. That's the thing about being a kid back then versus now, man. Kids' attention spans can't handle that shit. They got to be playing against other people or have some type of reward system. But back then, dude, it didn't matter. It didn't matter what the fuck it was. If you just sat there and could imagine yourself being Darth Vader, freaking slaying all these motherfuckers, it was fun. And, I really feel like kids nowadays just don't have the same imagination we did when we were kids. They have so much, dopamine hits in front of them that it's like impossible for them to imagine anything because they're never bored. Um, so, that's my ramble about this game. Love it. Definitely in the top 25. If you've never played it and you have a PSP, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Get this game. All right, it's probably cheap as hell. Gretzky '06 for the PS2 and the PSP. What a beautiful game. Okay, it's definitely my favorite hockey game of all time. I've played all the 2K NHLs, played all those, played a lot of hockey games. Not a fan of any of them but this one. Not a lot to say about this game. I had to throw it on there just because of how many freaking adrenaline rushes I've had playing this and how much damn fun I've had playing this. But there's not a lot to talk about. It's just a hockey game. And lastly on this list, we have Destiny 1. This is my favorite game of all time. All right, this list is not in order, but I had to say this one for last. The amount of time I have spent in this game would make a lot of y'all hurl. Okay, it's pretty bad. All right, I don't want to throw out a number. 100 days. I don't want to throw out a number out there. That would be crazy. But I will say right now, this is definitely the best game I've ever played in my life. This game is pretty much a job. When I started playing this when I was 14 years old, I literally had no life. All right, I'm not kidding. This was my life. I was in this game for real. Like EA Sports in the game. I was in the game. Okay, and that's all I did. From dusk till fucking dawn, I was sitting there playing Destiny. I probably should regret the fact that I did that, but I really don't. There were so many good times playing this game. And, back then I really hated school, so this was like my escape from life. Um, that sounds sad as fuck, but it was true. And even when they came out with the second one, I was pretty addicted to it. And it's to the point now where like I purposely don't play Destiny because I know as soon as I start playing it, that's gonna become my life again. It's dangerous. It's honestly it's the same thing as crack. It's like it's like video game crack. Um, Terribly addicted to that shit. Terribly, terribly, very sad. Just the reward factor in this game just made you feel like you're doing something. A lot of games don't have that same feeling where you do something in the game and you actually feel like you're doing something. This game perfected that. It was actually crazy how good you felt getting an exotic engram in this game. But yeah, man, Destiny 1 is definitely my favorite game of all time. And yeah, that's going to do it for the video. We have been going on for a very long time, so I appreciate you guys for watching and tuning in. Definitely let me know down below y'all's list of all the games you played growing up. And if you've played any of these, give me your experience down below. If you want to see some more videos like this, let me know by dropping a like. And yeah, that's going to do it. I appreciate y'all, and I love y'all. I will see y'all later.
Happy birthday, fellow Birthday Club member! It's me, Jeffrey the Giraffe, from Toys R Us. I just called to let you know I was thinking of you on your big day. Can you believe you're another year older? Wow! From everyone here at Toys R Us, happy birthday! Here's hoping your day is as special as you are. See you soon in my neck of the woods. Bye-bye!